high ticket in this high ticket communication, you're basically interviewing them, and they're auditioning for you. Let me explain. Let me break this down. Right. So most people think that you got to sell people on why they should buy. When you do your marketing and stuff right, great marketing makes selling unnecessary.
Great marketing makes selling unnecessary.
Because when they come to you, if your marketing is done right,
okay, hold on, Joe, that's the topic. Okay. There's so many bars in this joint. Like, everything could be in the title. Great marketing
makes selling unnecessary.
Yeah. Okay, explain that.
Because when people, so think about it. I'm going to use you as an example. When somebody gets a conversation with you and you make them an offer, your marketing and you're so prolific in the industry and what you produce, you don't got to sell nobody on working with you. They already see your value. They done watched hours of your show. They done seen tons of your content. They done seen you build a brand. They done seen you on stages. Your reputation precedes you. They already know it's expensive to work with you just based on your position in the marketplace. So it ain't like, you can either buy or you can keep your problem, right? So they're selling you on why you should allow them to buy versus you selling them on why they should buy. Here's why you should let me buy, Dave. Versus you saying, here's why you should buy. I'm the best at it. We got the most success stories. We're better than those guys. Is this? We're going to do it all for you. Most people be doing all that because their marketing ain't tight. If your marketing tight, people show up ready to sell you.
Dang, they the buyer, you let them keep their profit.
Yeah.
Golly. Can you walk me through a sales, what's some foundational sales stuff that I need to learn or marketing stuff so that, because you still got to get them on the phone, right?
Yep.
So if I'm a new entrepreneur and I want to make some money and I have a great product, what are the things that you see that people are doing wrong?
I think the biggest thing is most marketers, most business, first and foremost, this is foundational, is whatever you sell, you got to see yourself as a marketer first. Mm-hmm. So if you're a speaker, author, you sell cheesecake, I don't care. You're a marketer first. So you're a marketer of that product, right? Most marketers make the mistake of trying to create desire, right?
Most marketers make the mistake of trying to create desire.
They think they have to create desire. Here's the cool thing. You don't have to create desire. Like, the desire already exists in the marketplace. Your job with your marketing is to channel the desire to your offer. So the desire is already there. Your job with your marketing is to take that desire. Because, for example, somebody sold like you training now. Dude ain't had to create a desire for you to want to train and get in better shape. You already had the desire.
Correct.
Who knows how long, right? However y'all connected, because you could have went and hired anybody. You know everybody. But for some reason, the desire was channeled to his particular offer for whatever particular reason. And it's the same thing when people buy anything. Somebody's hungry and they're driving down the street. Down Old National Camp Creek is a lot of restaurants. They're hungry. They already got a desire to eat. Something about the marketing channels the desire to go eat at that particular restaurant. So all you're doing is getting in front of the desire. So how do you get in front of the desire? You figure out, okay, what's their current reality? Like, where are they right now? And then what's their preferred reality? So where are they now? Where do they want to go? And immense detail, detail. And then they got this transformation gap that's in the middle of it. So your job.
Hold on, because that it kind of makes sense because, and I don't know what restaurant it was, but what's the restaurant their slogan's like why wait or something like that? Or maybe not even why wait, or what's the joint not going anywhere for a while?
Grab a Snicker.
Yeah. So they know that the desire is there and they're identifying their market of somebody who is not going anywhere for a while.
Yep.
That's genius stuff.
Yep.
Like, I know you want this chocolate, but now it's got to prompt you in a way that says.
And I bet I'm willing to bet if we was able to pull the data, I guarantee that people who eat Snickers are mostly people who like work in corporate America.
Because they're not going anywhere.
They're not going anywhere. Because think about it. What entrepreneurs you be around that eat Snickers? And you know a lot of entrepreneurs.
That's a fact.
What event have you went to and cats is in there eating Snickers?
That's crazy.
I don't know nobody who eats Snickers. Not that they don't eat Snicker. They just never just ate one around me.
Right.
That I've seen. You feel me?
That's crazy. Marketing is such a game. Okay, you were saying something.
Okay.
And I kind of cut you off because my brain went somewhere else. Okay, so there's you got to channel the desire.
Yep.
The desire's there. You got to channel them in your direction.
Yeah. To your product.
To your product.
Yeah.
How do you get them there?
Good question.
Because you said there's a gap somewhere.
Yeah. So there's a transformation gap. So it's like, here's where you are. So you want to make more money, for example. But you don't really want to make more money. You want to have more time. You want to be home with your kids. You want to be able to travel. You want to be able to have freedom. You want to be able to wake up when you want, whatever the case may be. That's where you want to be. But you're here now, working a job, having to sit in traffic. You're never with your kids. They're growing up without you. The wife is complaining. That's your current reality. Your preferred reality is the opposite of that. And what's the thing that's in between them? In between that, here's the kicker. Most people think people buy based on price. People buy based on how fast you can help them close the transformation gap. And they're willing to pay a premium for it. I'm going to give you some real life examples. So when somebody go to the club and they pull up and they go pay VIP, somebody might pay $300 to get in the club. The current reality, they're outside the club. The preferred reality, they want to be inside the club. Fat, and their transformation gap is outside the club to how fast can you get me in here? 300, I'm in. It don't make logical sense, right? You get in the club. All right, cool. The goal, current reality, I came by myself or with some of the bros. Preferred reality.
I'm trying to go home.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Preferred reality, when I leave, situation different.
Yeah.
How do I do that? So this is my current and preferred. Now I got my transformation gap. We got to lead with something.
I need to sit on a stage after buy a bottle that's going to attract.
The bottle is $30 in the liquor store.
It's $300.
It's $300 here. And we got to get 4. And we got to get the sparkles when they bring them over so the girls will see it. Now they start looking.
All I'm trying to do is close the transformation gap.
Yeah. So they're not buying these bottles because it logically makes sense or they're fiscally responsible. They're like, we just need to close the transformation gap. We'll figure that out tomorrow.
What's the fastest way to get from my current reality
to the preferred reality?
My preferred reality.
And then how do you do that, right? Because it's like online, one of the biggest, so on the internet, bro, the internet.
This interview is exciting. This is so exciting. God, dude, I'm sorry, go ahead.
The internet irritates me in a lot of ways, bro. And sometimes I post it, but it like irritates me in a lot of ways because a lot of people are misled and they're miseducated, right? So online, we hear the word funnel a lot. And I get it. But people have like oversimplified what a funnel is. So people think that a funnel is some pages. It's part of it, but it's not all of it. Let me explain. I'm going to break down the funnel first and I'm going to explain what I mean by the funnel ain't the pages. So why they came up with the funnel. So if you look at an upside down pyramid, it's 4 layers of it, right? So it's the first level is awareness. People becoming aware of you for the very first time. So people watching this interview, some of them are becoming aware of me for the very first time. Some becoming aware of you for the very first time. That's awareness.
For sure.
They haven't went to a page yet though, right? So they're already in the funnel.
Yeah.
Soon they watch your podcast, they're in your funnel already, regardless if they go opt in. Some people are going to watch it and they're going to be interested. Some people are going to cut it off immediately. They're like, dude, talking too fast. He sound like a fast talking mouth. You know what I'm saying? Some are going to lean in. They're going to be like, dang, he's talking about. So they're interested. They haven't went to a page yet, but they're in the funnel. Now, the third level is engagement. So we may say, hey, go to such and such, go to morningmeetup.com or go to xyz.com. They're going to go to that page and, read around, sign up, or just read around. Even they go over there, click on and go read around, they've engaged. That's the third step in the process. And then the fourth step at the bottom is becoming a client. But that ain't had nothing to do with pages. Your funnel, I tell people with your funnel is like the before, the during, and the after, right?
Gotcha.
So most of the stuff in your funnel happens before they even get to your pages. But since online, funnels is a buzzword, people will go buy a funnel or they'll pay a lot of money to get somebody to build them a funnel, which they think is the funnel. And then they're wondering, they're like, well, I paid $25,000 to get this funnel done. Why I ain't getting no traffic? Because those are just the pages. You gotta have the other part of you gotta have the awareness. Ain't nobody aware of your pages.
Right.
Nobody's interested in you don't just go set it up and people just automatically find it in Google. Like I saw somebody in the group one time for one of these big software companies. I ain't gonna say the name because they ain't cutting no check to the show, right? However, somebody was in the group and they was like, hey, I got my funnel live, meaning their pages, but I ain't made no sales yet. And everybody was like, well, have you drove any traffic or sent anybody to it? And guess what they said?
No.
No.
So they think that the pages that were built
It's the magic.
is the magic. That's not the magic.
That's not the magic.
They're just pages.
It's just the pages. But online, everybody tell you that that's the funnel. It's not. It's the whole process. Think about it. Let's go back for a second. And direct response marketing has been around for hundreds of years. Back in the day,
What's direct response marketing?
direct response marketing is marketing. You got brand advertising marketing, you got direct response marketing. Direct response marketing is like you having a specific message for a specific person, giving them a specific action to take. So you have an ad, you tell them to go do something. Brand advertising marketing is like what Coca-Cola does. You see their logo all over the place. They're not giving you a call to action. They just want to be seen. Most small business owners go broke and lose because they're trying to do brand advertising marketing. They're like, I just want to get my name out there. No, that's not how it goes. You got to do direct response marketing and get people like in here. You know what I'm saying? So back in the day, you receive a letter in the mail, a sales letter. You open it up, and if you wanted to buy it, you have to like cut out this thing. You know what I'm talking about? And fill it out and send it back.
Yeah.
Soon as you got that letter in the mail, guess what you're in?
The funnel.
The funnel. You ain't went to no page. You never go to a page. You cut that out. You like, okay, you're aware of this. You're like, okay, I'm interested. You go find the scissors. You cut it out. You put your card information, put all your information on there, or you call the number on there, and then you send it back. And then you gotta wait for your offer to come. That was a funnel. When somebody ride on the street and they see the McDonald's sign, you're in the funnel.
You're in the funnel because you're aware.
You're aware. And then you pull in. You're like, okay, I'm interested. Let me go ahead and see what's going on. So you pull in. You're like, I don't know what I want just yet. You know what I'm saying? But you in a drive-thru. You're like, let me just you're in the funnel. And then guess what they ask you? You want to upsell that? You want to upsize that?
Do you want fries?
You want fries with that?
Apple pie?
You want no apple pie? That's the upsell. You're going through the funnel. But have you went to pages? No. That's why people online be misled because they're miseducated.
Dang. And I know we were talking about just kind of the desires there, right?
Yep.
Which makes even more sense why McDonald's is more of a real estate company. They'll just buy the best real estate.
Exactly.
Because they know that the desire is there in this particular area.
Yep.
If there's enough traffic, if I put myself in the middle of this traffic.
Exactly. Perfect example.
I'll draw some people with my branding, with my colors, things of that nature. So on social media, the desire is there to buy stuff. Right? So how do we disrupt? Because there's so many offers. There's so many people volleying for this attention. How do I get myself in the way of all this traffic and drive people to that desire to my offer?
Makes sense. So basically, the biggest thing you got to do is like, the first thing you got to do, you got to have the right message to the right market with the right offer.
Right message to the right market with the right offer.
At the right time.
At the right time.
So most people don't have their campaigns laid out correct. Most people, their
marketing. It's like the stuff you do with your clients?
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of you walk through.
So most people, their marketing is only focused on making an immediate sale. They don't have any contingencies like people don't buy right now. So like most people don't do retargeting ads. It blows me away.
What is that?
Like when somebody clicks on your ad, so like some people say, man, I went to your website one time and you've been following me online for a year because we got retargeting pixels and all that in place. So we're gonna follow you until you make a certain decision. Most people don't do that. Most people don't even have follow-up emails. If you ask most people like, hey, when you get a lead, like, do you got an email list? Do you send out emails? Nah.
I'm trash at that, bro.
I'm telling you, bro, you're sitting on, especially like, how often you email your list now?
A couple times a week.
You're probably like...
But it's like, it's update stuff.
Yeah, you probably leave like an extra $100,000 a month on the table. Easily. Because all your money comes from the email list. Because think about it. Only 2% of the market is ready to do business now. The other 98% will be ready 30 days from now, 60 days from now, 90 days from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. But if they ain't hearing from you, you're not top of mind. And then when they're ready, when that trigger event happens in their life and they're ready to fix that problem, they're going to go do business with the person who's top of mind. But if you ain't top of mind because they don't hear from you like that, you see what I'm saying? So we email our list every day, twice a day.
Every day.
100%, without fail. We email in the morning. If they don't open, we send it again at night to the people who don't open. Every day. Some people are like,
so you have a system where you email me, if I don't open it, you're going to send me another one.
With a different subject line.
But if you email me in the morning and I open it, you don't email me the next day?
Not that day again, because you got that email already. Unless we got a specific promotion and it makes sense for multiple emails, but we just want to get in front of you at least once a day. So if you open the email.
It's not too much? It's not spam?
No. You chose to be here.
That's a fact. Dang, yo, my mind is... What's up with my thinking, bro? Like, I'm thinking, I don't want to bother people, but you signed up to be bothered.
Yeah, you can always unsubscribe. Like it's the most ridiculous thing ever when people reply back to the email sometimes and they be like, stop sending me emails. I be like, look, at the bottom of the email, in every email, it's a link that says unsubscribe. You don't have to be here. I won't even notice if you unsubscribe. That's like somebody coming on your Instagram post and complaining about your content.
Man, I'm posting too much.
Just unfollow. It's that simple.